Richard Yen is a Senior Vice President with Altair. Very interesting company that does some really cool software design stuff. But here at the MBS conference, you always give out your Enlighten Award, celebrating lightweighting vehicles. What can you tell us about this year?
Well, this year is that, again, everybody understands Altair is a simulation-driven innovation company. So really pay attention to using the simulation to drive the design, change the design and decision-making process. So this year, again, is that we are receiving so many overwhelming number of the entrants. And again, you will see, in next 30 minutes, we are going to announce the award. But what we are seeing is that in order to do the lightweighting, different material has to be in different places to really play a way for the OEMs to bring up the lightweight.
So multimodal mixed use of materials is the key?
Yes, indeed. You can see the entrance including the aluminum, including the steel, including the plastic, including even the manufacturing using the 3D printed materials.
But these are individual parts that are made out of those materials, or are you seeing a total mixture of these materials in any given part?
I think the part is going to be, you are asking interesting questions. I think the parts primarily right now is in different materials, but the people have to think about how to join them together, right? So for example, one of the winners is Sika. He's using the adhesive to join the different materials together. And those are all important. The rivet has to be able to join the steel and aluminum. So these are the areas that we are seeing a lot of innovative way to do the manufacturing and the design.
Yeah, you raise a really good point there, that if you put steel and aluminum together, you can have galvanic corrosion. And I have to imagine that combining plastic with steel or aluminum poses its own joining challenges as well. Is that some of what you're seeing, is not just the design of the part, but how they're joined together?
Yes, I think the joining is important. And you will also see a lot of OEM and suppliers coming up with advanced joining method. And this is how we can make the lightweighting happen.
Richard, do you have different categories or one overall winner? How does the award work?
We have 4 categories this year. So similarly in the past years, we have 4 vehicles. Basically, we're given the greatest achievement of the lightweighting for the OEMs. And many of them are established OEMs. They would be very, very happy to see how their products and the whole engineering team can produce really lightweight vehicles. The second one would be the module. And the module means the subsystems. And we understand the OEM actually has a lot of effort to integrate the suppliers. So they got to be supported from the subsystems, got to be supported from material suppliers, joining suppliers, process suppliers, and manufacturing. So we have module, we have enabled technologies, and this year especially, we are seeing that the Enlighten actually get into more and more studies in the R&D institute, in the academic areas. In the research group, people are working so hard to come up with the innovative way. So we added another category, it's called Future of the Lightweighting. 4 categories this year.
Well, and go into a little bit more detail. What do you mean, future of lightweighting?
The future of lightweighting means that because initially the award, we award to the technology applied to commercial vehicles, which means that you have a lot of interesting ideas, but how exactly that you can apply this to the commercial vehicles. But later on, we figured out is that if we want to apply to it, the upfront, the people doing the research is so important. We want to encourage them. We want to let them to share their ideas so that they can really sparkling on those ideas and give the people the thought. Because in our mind, I think innovation is so important, and innovation is from the impact of the thoughts. So those ideas will certainly help the OEMs to achieve their goal.
Okay, one more question. This interview will not be seen before you announce the winners. Can you tell us who the winners are?
Yes, indeed. For the full vehicle, we will be very excited to let people know the GM 2019 Chevrolet Silverado.
The new pickup truck.
The new pickup truck. And it's so beautifully designed and use a lot of steels. Okay, so certainly they are also using the mixed materials on the closures using aluminum, but they increase the use of the steel for the high strength steels. And the second one, actually for the module is BMW i8 Roadster. That's a part, it's the first part of the 3D printed parts.
Oh,
they're coming out to the market.
Fantastic. When
the judge panel look at this part, say, oh my God, there's a tip of the iceberg. We are finally seeing this part is coming to the market. And I just talked to the head of the metal additive manufacturing. He's here. He flew over from Germany, and he was so happy to receive this award. He said, I wait for this for 10 years.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And the other two?
The other two is then we found out quite a few of the material companies, including Asahi Kasei, which is a Japanese company make of the glass fiber reinforced plastic. Okay, so they save 83% of the weight on the black pedals. They apply to the Mazda MX-5. So they are here. Also, they fly from Japan. They were so happy to be here to receive the award. Another one is the U.S. Steel on the high strength steel. Another one would be the Sika. Sika has a really ultra lightweight, the damping material for the structural bone noise. The last one, the future of the lightweighting, is American Axle and Manufacturing. They have a new quantum drive 9 programs, really driving, integrate different material and the technologies to save the weight.
Very interesting. So all worthy winners of the award.
Yep.
Richard, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Very interesting to learn about the Enlighten Award.
Thank you very much. Yeah.